that.
All right, well, now we got a great set coming up here. eDDIEBOYMANG versus PhiDX. What do we think about this?
All right, we're going in. So this one is going to probably be Noctis versus Eddy. So we highlighted just how evasive Eddy is, but Noctis has a really kind of just interesting matchup into this because a lot of his sword moves, as you guys might have saw, spawn from the ground. So it gives him a great advantage to be able to kind of pick him up, knock him out of a lot of his relaxed stance, and get like kind of great punishes. And with just the range that Noctis can play at, he can also contest the stances, because usually what Eddy does is he dances away and sits right outside of a lot of people's poke ranges, but just how big Noctis's are, it allows him to contest in ranges that a lot of characters can't. So it's going to be this big kind of mind game of how well does Phi deal with Eddy's stances, and how well does eDDIEBOY just navigate around Phi's offense, or neutral, sorry.
Yeah, and I want to see, you know, a little bit more, you know, with Noctis, the best parts about Noctis to me, at least, are like engine blade launcher, right? Something big.
The really fancy, the big explosive combos that you
I want to see something cool, right? And, you know, maybe we won't see it as much with Eddy kind of moving around so much.
Yeah, I think a big thing to highlight too is just you saw there of how well he can contest rested stance. Rested stance is literally when he's just lying on the ground with his arms. And from there, he can do like a low, he can do a launcher, there's a ton of stuff he can do. But Noctis has a great mid-range option to contest it, and it's very hard to run the offense as Eddy on this. So it's going to be a big just reflection of how well Eddy knows his character to get through this Noctis flurry.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. Oh my God.
Nice catch here.
Beautiful launch.
You get the wall spot, nice.
Too. Oh my God. Oh, and there's the spear.
Yeah, and like that move he was going for like a low crush for the most part, but just because of how spear comes out, it is low, but because it comes down that 45-degree angle, it doesn't give Eddy that option that he usually has in the corner situation there. So it's not that this is like an unwinnable matchup, more so it's Noctis just has really good tools to pilot it. I'm sorry, you were saying?
Oh no, I just wanted to say, like, bring it back into those who are not as familiar with like the 3D aspect and see the parallels compared to 2D games. You want to talk about like maybe some strengths that Noctis has as a character and how you compare it to maybe like a character from the other games that we got to see today, like Street Fighter or a Grand Blue or Go Through Your Strive?
I think the easiest way to put it is Noctis is your classic good mid-range button poker. He's not really a zoner, more so he plays this whiff punish kind of mid-range poke game.
For sure.
His offense up close is like pretty good, but it does have a lot of stuff that can be ducked or like sidestepped for his plus frames. So his offense is like, how do I put this? It's bare bones, but it's good. It doesn't, but it has a lot of options to get around it. So your strong game is playing neutral, making your opponent whiffed and scoring big counter hits. Where Eddy, I can't highlight it enough. He's your crazy stance mix-up character. But a lot of what Eddy does is he does have his big launchers and stuff like that for damage, but a lot of the damage he does is little pokes off the stance. Because you'll see like where he'll hit low, transition into the other stance, hit another thing, and he kind of just slowly pokes you to death, and then looks for a hard call out with out of a relaxed stance. There's a hop kick he does pretty much, and you can use that to whiff punish.
Whoa, that's a crazy option that we would see. Hopefully we'll see more of that, and some of that explosive damage that not just PhiDX can do, but eDDIEBOYMANG can bring out today too.
Yeah, and PhiDX looking like was so strong last game, and you know I want to see does he kind of keep this momentum into game 2 here, or does eDDIEBOYMANG kind of find a way out?
Just for anybody who hasn't watched this game too, jumping in this game is very rare. So anytime you see little hits like that, it's a little silly. But it does crush lows. So not a horrible option. See, that's what I mean there. Like he has these launchers he can go to. And you see that move he used in the combo where he kind of kicked up with it? That's a move you can use as a whip punisher a lot when you're sitting down in the relaxed stance.
Oh, there's a rage drive coming out, but it really couldn't get anything off of it, but also still get something off of that. Yeah,
and that move low crushes as well, so using Noctis' advantages to kind of push him away, gonna get him in the corner, but the sidewall is gonna save him from taking more.
Oh, there's the dagger toss!
And this is what I mean, like he can do in his block strings a lot of frame traps, a lot of ways to call out mashes or movement options, and that's where Noctis' offense kind of shines. Again, it's like bare bones, but he has options for almost everything.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't even need to do it with such flashy callouts too. He can do like I think it's like the 1-2-3, 1-2-4 like follow-ups, like some simple options like that. Obviously they're duckable, and you can do other options to deal with it. Oh my God! Here's the explosive damage we can see.
And I love he did the optimal combo too as well. That he forced him to fall off the wall there, so he could hit him mid-stage, and that just lets him result into more. Because honestly, Noctis' wall pressure isn't like the scariest in the game, so you're almost better like just going back to neutral.
Yeah, okay, definitely something to look out for here.
eDDIEBOY 1 hit away from getting this round though.
Yeah, but he,
Oh,
The
there's
hit.
yeah, and this is the range where, see, Noctis is just so comfortable, so it's going to be a lot. And
Oh,
parry!
parry!
He calls him out. He went for that little chip blow to finish it off, but Phi knew it was coming out, and he's kind of just shutting down Eddy Boy on all angles here. And he can't like get any offense started. He's not really being able to win any neutral, and it's really just showcasing how well Phi's playing. But there we go. That's
There it
Noctis'
is.
Noctis's moves cover a ton of range, but they're incredibly whip punishable, and Eddy finally finds his option to get started here. And he's just poking him back here,
Yeah.
and Phi with his pokes of his own.
Fishing, playing patiently, just trying to find a way to close the gap here and doing a pretty good job of at least keeping steady. eDDIEBOYMANG definitely playing a little bit more reserved against this now that you're back to the wall, but
Oh, damage coming out into the wall, getting off the wall though. Oh,
makes
another
that
punish.
nice
This is
catch.
death, yes. And PhiDX taking it very confidently to 2-0 against eDDIEBOYMANG.
Yeah, exactly. I have to keep highlighting just how well Phi was doing at shutting down the rest stance. You